What's going on, guys? Favorite movie YouTuber, the Hungry Movie Buff, coming at you again with another movie review. Kind of two horror movies in a row, but to be honest with you, kind of really disappointed in this one. As you can see, the title of this video, I'm here to review The Strangers Chapter 1. A little late on this. When it came out, I had some stuff going on, and then whenever I was able to actually go to a movie, there's a bunch of other stuff that I wanted to see before. But yeah, overall, decided to do this review, just the back of the theater. But I decided to do this outside because it actually feels fairly nice outside and everything. It is kind of windy, so I apologize about that. I'm going to try and get, I don't know what they call it, but something to help with the wind. But anyways, to the movie review, I was trying to get to where I'm not so bright. I was really disappointed in this. To tell you a little backstory about me, I believe the first one, like the original Strangers movie, came out in, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe it was 2008. And I just, like, really, one of the main thing of, like, horror movie-esque wise, whatever you say, that scares me the most is stuff that can happen in real life. And, you know, The Strangers was one of the epitome of that. Because, you know, as if you haven't seen The Strangers or don't know anything about it, it's about where a group of 3 people in masks just invade and rob this person's house and or like an Airbnb, motel, whatever, not motel, but Airbnb type place that they're staying in. Which in this one, it's a couple staying in a or an Airbnb out in the middle of the woods, and that's where they get attacked. I don't even remember the character's name. It wasn't worth remembering. I was actually really excited going into this because, like I said, the original one was part of my childhood and is one of my favorite horror movies. I wouldn't say one of my favorite movies because it's not that great. It's kind of, I wouldn't even say a guilty pleasure, but it's one of my personal, I guess you can say, guilty pleasures. But this one overall, it's the generic Hollywood form. They depend on the jump scares. Like, there's so many fucking jump scares in this. It's not even funny. It's kind of annoying how instead of actually doing real fear, that it's they more so depend on jump scares and everything. And the freaking logic in this movie was dumb too. There was a scene where the 2 people that were getting chased, they went outside, they ended up finding a car. I don't want to do too many spoilers, although I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this movie. But they basically, they have a shotgun, or should I say pew pew, so I don't get demonetized on YouTube or whatever. But they have a shotgun, and the guy's ramming the side of their car, and they so easily could have just pointed it at the guy because they were within arm's length of the person driving the truck, ramming it into the side of them. And you think logic would have been to point the gun at them, but he waits until the dumb logic with the girl to get out of the car, and then by the time he turns around to shoot it, it's the dumb generic Hollywood horror movie thing where he points around to shoot the gun and the guy's gone. I'm really disappointed in this movie. There's a lot of other dumb logic in this movie, and just, I don't know, by the end of it, whenever, like I said, I don't want to do any spoilers, so I won't say really what happens, but by the end of it, whenever they're doing the like, there's a scene at the end where they try to set up, because this is chapter 1, I guess they're going to try and go to chapter 3 through 3 chapters if this movie even makes enough money. I don't even know if they'll do 2 more. I don't think it deserves 2 more. They just need to rather try to reboot it again, which I think is a bad idea, or just scrap it together and just leave the 2008 one. I can't remember when the second one, the Prey at Night, came out, but that one, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't great. I didn't enjoy it as much as the 2008 one, but it was a hell of a lot better of the one I just came out of the theater seeing. And I know this is kind of weird for me because I don't really come out of the movies just crapping on movies. I try to give movies the benefit of the doubt because I know I don't work on films personally. but I know it's a lot of work to work on a film. But when it's just a blatant cash grab, use a series name like The Strangers, something that for horror fans, I know probably like the original was a really fun throwback, and it's like a spit in the face to how garbage this movie was. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys come here for movie reviews. I'm not gonna tell you a movie's good when it's not. But I don't even know if I would watch this on a rainy night at home if I was bored and it was on Netflix. But anyways, guys, unfortunately, those are my thoughts on The Strangers Chapter 1 here at the theater that I just came out of seeing. I did go see Inside Out 2 last night. I'm probably gonna try to get a review out soon. If not, I'm actually leaving to go on a trip to Colorado tomorrow, so I may not be able to post that because after I quit recording this video, I gotta go home, pack, and do a bunch of stuff to get ready for that. But if you guys don't mind, go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If there's a movie you want me to review, leave it down below. I'll be happy to do it. Old, new, in theaters, out of theaters. I don't care if it was in the 1940s. I'm happy to record and make a review. It's a fun way for me to get videos out, and it's a fun way for me to be able to check out new movies or revisit old ones that I love. But sorry, my arm's getting tired. Camera's shaking. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here because I got stuff to do tonight. But I appreciate you guys. I'll check you out in the next video. See you guys.